The interaction between Diddy Combs and Justin Bieber, as resurfaced in a 2011 Jimmy Kimmel Live clip, shines a curious light on their relationship. While the music industry is filled with mentors and ments, the dynamic between Combs and Bieber has raised eyebrows as people revisit the footage in light of Combs' mounting legal issues. Two appeared side by side on the late-night show, with Bieber only 16 at the time. Diddy, a figure often positioned as a guiding hand in the industry, spoke warmly about their relationship, referring to Bieber as a little brother. The segment seemed innocent enough at first glance, with the pair laughing about their time together, but in hindsight, the conversation carries an unsettling tone that becomes even more uncomfortable when placed in the context of Combs' current allegations. During the conversation with Jimmy Kimmel, Diddy seemed eager to emphasize his role as a protector in Bieber's life. He stated that many people, himself included, felt responsible for putting their arms around Bieber to protect him from the pressures of the music industry. His insistence on the industry being like a family with a duty to look out for each other seemed genuine in that moment, but it now appears more layered, especially as the world is beginning to uncover the dark side of his personal life. As Combs described Bieber as one of the greatest kids you could ever know, he painted himself as a mentor figure, a big brother watching over a young star. However, the conversation soon took a different turn when Kimmel jokingly suggested that perhaps Diddy could buy Bieber a car as a gift, the same way he had done for his own son. Bieber chimed in, mentioning how Diddy had supposedly promised him a Lamborghini, although he had never actually received it. What followed was a subtle but telling reaction from Combs. His demeanor shifted as he responded, appearing annoyed by the fact that Bieber had mentioned the car at all. It was a brief moment of tension, but Combs' retort, "He knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television," seemed like more than just a harmless quip. The underlying implication that some aspects of their relationship were meant to stay private leaves room for speculation. The relationship between Bieber and Combs goes beyond that one Kimmel interview. In a resurfaced YouTube clip from 2009, Bieber, then 15 years old, had filmed his time spent with Combs. The video was meant to be lighthearted, a peek into the life of a young pop star rubbing shoulders with one of the most powerful men in the music industry. Yet there was something eerie about the way Combs spoke during their interactions. "We're gonna go full buck full crazy," Diddy said in the video, promising Bieber an experience that would be any 15-year-old's dream. While no explicit details were shared, Combs' emphasis on not disclosing what they were doing added an uncomfortable air of secrecy. Looking back, the secrecy now raises significant questions. What exactly did Diddy mean when he said, "Everything ain't for everybody"? And why was Bieber, a young teen at the time, involved in any situation that required such a level of confidentiality? In a second video that has also resurfaced amidst the allegations against Combs, there's a striking moment where Bieber appears visibly uncomfortable with the rapper's remarks. Diddy is seen chiding Bieber, asking why the young singer hasn't been keeping in touch or hanging out the way they used to. Bieber, now in his 20s, responds awkwardly, offering Diddy his phone number in an attempt to lighten the situation. But the exchange feels forced, like Bieber was trying to sidestep whatever deeper issue may have existed between them. The discomfort is palpable, even though it's dressed up in the guise of friendly banter. As the allegations against Combs grow more serious, every interaction he's had with young stars like Bieber is being re-examined through a different lens. In recent months, Combs has been charged with a multitude of heinous crimes, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and the transportation of a prostitute. The weight of these allegations is immense. He's facing a minimum of 15 years in prison and possibly a life sentence. What's even more horrifying are the accusations of sexual assault against minors, with one of the alleged victims reportedly being as young as 9 years old. It's a case that has sent shockwaves throughout the entertainment industry, shaking the foundations of the so-called family Combs once claimed to be a part of. One of the leading attorneys representing the alleged victims, Tony Busby, has publicly stated that the full scope of Combs' actions will implicate many powerful people in Hollywood and beyond. The names that will emerge as the case unfolds, according to Busby, are expected to shock the public. It's a chilling statement, suggesting that the scandal surrounding Combs is not an isolated event but rather part of a larger web of misconduct involving influential figures. The legal battle is far from over, with more victims coming forward and additional allegations being made. As of now, Combs is awaiting trial from behind bars with no court date set. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber, now 30, has moved on with his life, focused on being a family man. In 2018, he married Hailey Bieber, and in August 2024, they welcomed their first child together. A representative for Bieber has confirmed that the singer is aware of Combs' legal troubles but has chosen to remain focused on his personal life. Bieber's journey from teen sensation to husband and father has been well documented, and his decision to distance himself from the controversy surrounding Combs speaks volumes. While Bieber may have once been under Diddy's wing, he has since carved out his own path, one that seems far removed from the chaos of his earlier years in the spotlight. Still, the resurfaced videos and the strange dynamic between Combs and Bieber leave lingering questions. How much did Bieber know about what was happening behind the scenes? Was he ever exposed to any inappropriate behavior, or was he merely a young star caught up in the whirlwind of fame, unaware of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface? These are questions that may never be fully answered, but they add another layer of intrigue to an already disturbing situation. For now, Diddy's fate remains uncertain as he awaits his day in court. The allegations against him are severe, and the evidence, according to those involved in the case, is damning. As more details emerge, it's likely that the public's perception of the once beloved music mogul will continue to shift. The fallout from this scandal will undoubtedly reverberate throughout the entertainment industry for years to come. The heart of the controversy is a man who once stood as a symbol of success and power in the music world. Sean Diddy Combs built an empire, crafting hits, launching careers, and cementing his place in pop culture history. But now, that legacy is crumbling under the weight of the horrifying allegations against him. Contrast between the persona he presented to the world and the man described in the legal filings is stark, and as more victims come forward, it becomes harder to reconcile the two. The ripple effects of the scandal extend far beyond Diddy himself. Many of the people who were once close to him are now left grappling with their own complicity in his actions. Did they know what was happening, and if so, why didn't they speak out? The entertainment industry is no stranger to covering up scandals, but the sheer scale of the accusations against Diddy suggests that this is not just another case of bad behavior being swept under the rug. This is something far more sinister, and it has the potential to bring down not just Combs but others who were involved in his alleged crimes. Justin Bieber's connection to Diddy may seem distant now, but their interactions remain part of the broader conversation about how young stars are treated in the industry. The pressures of fame, the allure of mentorship from powerful figures, and the blurred lines between personal and professional relationships all contribute to a culture that often prioritizes profits over protection. Bieber, like so many others, was thrust into this world at a young age, and while he may have come out the other side relatively unscathed, his experience serves as a reminder of how easily things can go wrong.